ask you about John Carlson, just the season he's having right
Sorry, John Norris.
John Norris.
Yeah.
Oshie, good hands. Backdoor look for Carlson. Off the deep. He scores! Carlson does it again!
That was filthy by John. What a deep...
15 goals, 60 assists, 75 points, career best season in place for John Carlson, who for most is the favorite to win the Norris Trophy that goes annually to the best defenseman in the National Hockey League. And John Carlson joins us now, and I see an Arnold Palmer logo on that hat. Are you you got a, like every other hockey player, a terrific golf game?
I wouldn't say terrific. I think it's not too bad. This layoff hasn't been great. I haven't been able to get out much, so it's a work in progress for sure. Like many other people, I'm sure.
What do you do best on the golf course?
I think I'm not great at anything, but I'm not bad at anything either. So I just kind of steady across the board. I can putt good one day. I can drive the ball good one day. It's just marrying all those things have seemed to eluded me over the years.
Welcome to the club. Is there one Washington Capital who you would take #1 overall in your draft as a golf partner because of his quality of play, not because of having a good time, but the best stick on the Caps?
I think Backstrom is Oshie's right up there too. He's kind of not played as much as he'd like, I'm sure, over the past couple of years, but Backstrom, his game's in good form right now.
How about you? Just the season comes to a halt here as you were just starting. What for teams like the Caps is that interesting stretch, because I would guess, John, when you've won a cup 2 years before and you've been right in the middle of the mix so many years, with about a dozen games left in the regular season, that's kind of like, okay, it's getting real time. What was it like to have the plug pulled at that point in the regular season? Yeah,
it was tough to swallow. I think we were kind of maybe a day or two after basketball, so it wasn't like it blindsided us by any means, and it's certainly a weird time for everybody, regardless of what you do, and it's no different for us. I think there was you could see the light at the end of the tunnel getting into the best time of year, and to get shut down it was tough, especially at that point in the season. You have a lot going through your mind, a lot of preparation going on to make sure you're in the best form you could be, and to have it cut off is not a great feeling.
How do you compare that time of the season, the beard growing, Stanley Cup playoff run time of the year, to the rest of the season? What's so different about it for you as an individual, maybe not on the ice, but just in your day-to-day life?
Yeah, I think you try to kind of attack whether you're training or watching video, whatever it is. I think you take it very serious all year long. I think it's just impossible to ramp up and have the kind of jazz that goes on in the playoffs. I think it's impossible to play an 82-game season, with that same intensity all the time. And like anything, nothing gets done until kind of your back's against the wall. So I think that's a big one for any hockey player. We know how much work goes in throughout those 82 games to kind of get yourself into top level form to get ready for the playoffs. And I think it would be a real long season, a lot of injuries if everyone played the same way all season long.
I mentioned the 2018 Stanley Cup, the victory over Vegas in 5, and this is now year 11 for you. What's it like after all those years of playing and all those morning skates and all the pain you play through to know that your name is on the, every time you see that cup and every time somebody sees that cup, probably for as long as you're going to be around, John Carlson's name is on there. What does that feel like to finally have that happen?
Yeah, it's real special. I think, we've had our struggles here in Washington getting over the hump and reaching that pinnacle. And I always said, all I want to do is win the Stanley Cup. That's all every kid dreams about. Any hockey player will tell you the same thing, I'm sure. But once you win it, you have that feeling. You have your name on the cup. It brings you into a different category, I would say. And just having my Stanley Cup day, learning from the Hockey Hall of Fame guys and hearing stories and seeing the names on there, it's incredible, especially, my father, my grandfather, and their favorite players that they watched as kids were on there. It's all encompassing or hockey royalty.
You get chill just hearing you guys talk about that. It's so cool. You didn't have the same level of celebration that Ovi did with your day with the cup, right?
Yeah, not really. I think the captain gets it a couple more days than I would, and we had fun with it. We did a lot with it during the day, and we had a big blow up party at night. It was really special, and however long they give it to you is not long enough to really enjoy it like you would.
Yeah. All right, now perhaps there's the chance to get it back again. What are your thoughts on what you're hearing, 24-team playoff, all these different scenarios? We don't know where it's going to end up. What do you think will be the best way if you can restart?
Yeah, I think that they're kind of jogging all their options right now and leaving the doors open for any potential scenario. I think 24 teams sounds like a lot of teams to me, if I'm being honest, but you got to think about all phases of it, not just the playoffs and those games before the playoffs. How are they going to be played out? You got to make sure that there's some level playing field in terms of intensity, and you don't want some teams to be mailing it in when others are kind of prepping themselves for a playoff run. So 24 teams sounds like a lot, but maybe due to logistics, that makes the most sense.
And as a player, as a prominent player in the league, what's your comfort level with if there's a lot of testing, getting back on the ice and, banging bodies with players and all the other stuff that comes with playing intense hockey?
Yeah, I think, for me personally, I'm not worried about myself. I'm worried about that next step and who I would potentially be giving it to. I think I'm a healthy guy. I think I would fare okay against it. But you're worried. I got a family. I got kids. What is the repercussions of that? I think personally, we can come back and start practicing in small groups pretty soon, and I think that'll kind of help with when training camps do open, when the testing does get where it needs to be able to kind of hit the ground running a little better. All the rinks around here are closed, so it's going to take a little while for players after a couple months off to really feel confident and comfortable on the ice again, I would say. But yeah, certainly if the testing's there, I'm all for it.
And real quick, I only have a few seconds. When's the last time you were on skates?
Yeah, that day that we found out we were playing, I think, Detroit that night. They came in for our morning meeting around 9 a.m. and said, "Hey, we're not going on the ice today. This morning, it's probably going to be canceled, but we don't know yet." And that was the last time.
Okay. Wow, so it's 9 weeks. Well, I hope you get back on skates. Caps fans, hope you don't have a lot of time this summer to work on your golf game and that you're trying to get your name back on the Stanley Cup. John, thanks. It's been a great season. I hope you get a chance to continue it, and hopefully we'll see you down the road.
Yeah, thanks, Mike.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.